And last but certainly not least, we have the examples of strengths. So in the self-compassion section and also in the respect section, we ask you to identify strengths and things that you respect yourself for, appreciate about yourself. And for a lot of people, it's hard to come up with that because we have, negatively wired trauma brains that have strong inner critics and have a hard time, have an easy time identifying our areas for growth or things we struggle with, but a hard time coming up with strengths. So if that's you, here's a list to help your memory a little bit, help you see yourself, give you some words to describe yourself that are positive. I promise everybody listening to this has at least a handful of these things that are true about them. And it's good to start to be aware of that and give yourself credit for those things. So this list is for you if you have a hard time coming up with that. And also, in general, I just encourage everybody to really challenge yourself to go through all parts of the implementation section to make sure that you integrate these teachings. This is a lot. We try to make it as simple and straightforward as possible because there's honestly, within everything we talk about in Walking in Balance, there's like an infinite amount of other things we could go into on each topic. Like there's so much that could go into all of this, but we got to make it manageable. We got to make it to where we don't overwhelm everybody. But even still, the stuff that we have in here is still a lot. And so we don't want it to just go in one ear and out the other and it just be another training that you went through and then no implementation happens. So this implementation section is really important. So we really encourage everybody to go through it, do all the steps, to kind of set you up to really be able to integrate all of this into your life. We also provide references at the end of the participant's workbook and the facilitator's guide. I believe they are in proper APA format, or at least as much as I remember of it. It may have changed since then, but bear with me on that because I have not stayed full up to date on all of the changes to APA format since I'm not in school anymore. But the point is that the references are there, and if you want to look further into those things that I reference or find anything, they're formatted in a way that you should be able to identify where they're at. So that's what's most important. And in conclusion, I just want to say thank you to everybody for going through all of this. Abraham and I love you very much, even if I've never met you or never laid eyes on you. We care about you. We hope that you're able to get as much out of this as possible and that even if it's only parts of it or whatever, that something hits home for you and allows you to change your life in positive ways. So we really appreciate your time and the effort that you've put in through going through all these videos and going through the workbook. And please, share it with anybody you come across that you think it would be helpful for. And stay in touch with us. We'll be providing some information about how to reach out to us through the website or email or whatever. We would love to hear your feedback or, stories of how this has helped you or anything that you wish to share with us. So, Wado.